called Keil IDE. Right now what I am using is Keil IDE Microvision version 4. So what I do in here is, I will try to use a magnifier so that you guys can see it. Yep. Yeah. So we'll start with this, that the once I opened, there is some old project which is open. Now we'll close that project. So it's a blank thing. You can see it here. Now the fresh windows should look like this. In this this window on the right side of the monitor, it is called as a project window. The gray one, which is don't have anything right now, will be having a text pad or like the place where in which we can enter the program. Let's see like how do we start with this blank form. First we need to go to the project tab. In the project tab, new Microvision project. I'll just use a magnifier again. So what I did is like we will give a project name, new Microvision project, we will give a project name. Right now we will say it as an M1, say save. So once we do that, like it will give an option for select a device for target. In that we need to select a device. Let me select the NXP founded device, that is NXP LPC 2148. I want all of you to only see this thing, that is LPC 2148 is an ARM, belongs to an ARM 7 TDMI family of processors. The rest of things we will see some other time, but this is very important right now. So we have selected LPC 2148 and say OK. Then it asks for this thing, that is copy startup.s into the project folder. Right now for simulation programs, we don't need startup.s. Let's say no to it. So what happened is we have created a target one in the project window. In that there is a source group. Now we need to create a new file, go to file and say new. In that like there is a text one which is created. The first thing that we need to do is, we need to save this text one. So go to the file save or like save from here, and then like save it as something as mtest.s. This is the name that we need to remember, that mtest.s. .s is a mandatory thing for an assembly in this for the ARM. So save it, and then like you can see the file name as mtest.s. Now what we need to do is we need to add this file to this project. So source group 1, right click on the source group 1, go down there is an add file to group source group 1 option, click on that. Then you will come to a window where you select the file type as ASM source file. Then search for the mtest, the file name mtest.s, say add, then close it. So what you need to see here is go back to source group 1, mtest.s has to be there. So this is a file. Now instead of typing, because of short of time, what I do is I will copy the program that already we have discussed using the, okay, we'll start with the arithmetic thing. I will just copy this arithmetic program and paste it here. Yes, this is a thing. What is important point? Indentation in here is very important. That is area below area and the instruction is very important here. Now what we need to do, save it again, then like build it. See, this is a rebuild or rebuild all target files. Click on that, then like go down here. It says like 0 errors and 2 warnings. Right now as we are the very beginners, we will neglect the warnings. We will see these warnings in some other class. Right now we will neglect it. Right now 0 errors. So what we do is we will go for debugging. So I will just show you the window before going to debugging. This is how the window looks. This window is in the bottom is a build output window. Whatever happens when we build, if there is an error, then like we can see it here. If there is no warnings, we can see it here. Right now it says 0 errors and 2 warnings. We are just neglecting the warnings and going ahead with the debugging of the code. So we'll zoom it again and go for debugging thing. Debugging is this tab, that is start or stop debugging session. So what it need to be done is, like, you can use the control F5 as a shortcut for it. So I will click on this, so it will go to the debugging mode. So I am using the evaluation mode of the Keil software tool. The evaluation limit is 32 KB of the file size, which is much more than enough for us to start with this thing. So once I go to debugging window, like let's see how the window looks like. Here is a register window. We can see the register content. Then we have the these are the register content. We can see R0 to R15 and CPSR and SPSR. On top we have the disassembly window. On top we have this is the disassembly window. On the bottom we have the R programming window, right. So apart from that, like in the bottom we have the command line window and the memory 1 window here. So in the memory 1, I will select the 0th memory location, where in which my RAM or program is stored. I will just go to the view and go to the memory window and I will select memory 2. In memory 2, I will select 0x4 followed by 7 zeros. Why this? I will tell you the reason. Right now what I do, I will zoom into the window again. Yeah, this is how our program looks like, or in the debugging section, and debugging code will start executing from here. That is, R1 will get the num1 value, the R1 register here should get the num1 value. In here, the debugging, I have a debugging option here. This is a step-by-step debugging. The shortcut for that is F11. I will execute the instruction one by one using this. Move R1 comma hash num1, that is num1 value 3 gets copied to the R1 register. Move R2 comma hash num2, that is 2 gets copied to the register R2. I am executing this, the green in here indicates that like these two instructions are executed. The next instruction to be executed is add R3 comma R1 comma R2, that R1 and R2 contains are 3 and 2. The result of this instruction R3 should hold the 5 in here. The 5 is stored in here. The next instruction is SUB R4 comma R1 comma R2, that is R1 minus R2. In this case R1 is 3 and R2 is 2. 3 minus 2 is 1, that need to be stored to R4. In here the R4 has to be 3 minus 2, that is 1. The result is 1 here. The RSBS, this is a very important instruction. Please observe this